for the Shop Report with
Barbershop Jay.
What up, sports fans? Welcome to the Shop Report. I'm Barbershop Jay. I'll be your host for the day. Here's what's happening. Of course, we want to remind you the Shop Report is brought to you by Rocket Digital Media. It's the one-stop shop for all your digital marketing needs. You can look them up on Facebook. All righty then. At RDM Detroit, or you can slide on over to the website, rocketdigital.net. That's ROCKIT digital.net. And make sure when you're there, while you're there, you tell them the BSJ sent you. And for my folk out there in TV land, if you want to leave your questions or comments during the day's program, by all means, please do so. And we will throw it up on the screen. And y'all know what's coming next. If you're one of them folks that wants to leave a question or comment that's indignant or ignorant in nature, won't be seen on this screen. Matter of fact, here's what you'll get.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
That being said, joining me on the program today is my cat from across the way, Joey James, a.k.a. Double J. Tell the people what you say.
20 million buys you a national title.
Not really. I don't think so. We're going to get to that in a second.
That's Michigan.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Ohio State.
Oh, please. Everybody in the Big Ten is mad at Michigan and Ohio State. Anyway, like Arnold Rothstein wasn't around before we was all born. And on the other side of the ledger, we got my man D Gully from the CLM bus.
Hey,
Glad
what's
you could...
going on?
Hey, wait a minute. Where's your intro? Oh, that's the wrong one.
It's
oh
here.
my God.
It's here.
Oh wow. D Gully from the CLM bus, the cable guy. Don't turn around. Look what you got to say.
That's all right. What's going on, y'all? I'm queuing us up here for TikTok Live here as we speak. We had some technical difficulties getting on there, so we're about to be on TikTok Live here in a matter of seconds.
Oh, all right. Well, in that case, we only got one item on the menu off for y'all today, and that's what we're going to do. Without further ado, we're going to start the show. All right. Guess what happened here? You understand me? Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Oh, no, wrong button. Breaking news. We got some news here. It's from the NFL, that is. The courts, I don't know which court it was, the courts have agreed to let the Brian Flores suit versus the NFL go to trial. Is that big news or what? Maybe not.
Wait.
Oh, wow. It wasn't as big as I thought it was, huh? All righty then. Okay. I heard somebody somewhere say that Brian Flores, and John Gruden will be in the NFL again as head coaches. Do y'all agree with that or no?
I don't see why not. It's a recycled league, right? How long you gonna keep John Gruden back out of this thing when he already did y'all a favor 20-something years ago, and then did y'all another favor by resurrecting the franchise?
What favor did he do? What favor did he do 20-something years ago? Can y'all hear me pretty well?
It was a cold January in
here we
New
go.
England.
Never mind. I don't want to hear none of Aesop's fables. Oh my gosh. Double J, you're usually not silent on stuff like this, but you're nodding. I don't know if that.
No, I was letting Gully say his piece on it.
Well, you should have interrupted. Of all the time to not interrupt, that was not one of them. My gosh. Any other time, yeah. Let me take a sip. Yeah, let me do that. All right. So no,
I have quite a bit to say. It's more of a matter of, first and foremost, what has been overruled versus in the past, first and foremost, is the NFL's desire to dismiss the case and or force arbitration, which is supposed to be from a third party. But again, if you're being paid for by one of the two parties,
then it's ever so slight. Yeah, that somebody's on somebody's side.
Yeah. Anyway, so it sounds like a conflict of interest, but
it's a conflicted
apparently
interest.
that doesn't mean anything these days. But so next, of course, is what this does additionally do with the details that have been shared up to this point. Is it once again provides a little bit more light on what the Shield's internal practices look like. And of course, we've seen quite a few.
Boy, what would not give to be a fly on the wall at one of them NFL meetings?
So again, with Gruden's in particular, we could find out who the leaker was.
Yeah, but listen, I don't even like that leak type of stuff. Man, that stuff is deliberate. If you're doing it on purpose.
But wait, look what you're saying. Right? I'm not going to suggest that isn't or was not the case, but certainly if you were to know exactly whom did such a thing.
I don't like that either. If you're going to do it, put your name on it.
Well, but there was a reason, right?
Yeah, well, what was the reason?
Why was his made public, but others weren't?
Red herring.
What you say,
Bingo.
Gully?
Red herring.
I don't know who Red Herring is. Is that a play call or something?
Yeah, it is. That's the play call that
Finally
get the heat off of what actually was the bigger issue. Remember, the reason why John Gruden is out of the NFL is because by virtue of the NFL being looked at for something else, there was he was totally unrelated to the inquiry that the NFL and the investigation going on. His comments were so divisive, were such an excuse that it allowed the discussion to change to Gruden's comments versus the fact that Gruden's comments came in the email trail when they were looking actively at something else. He gave them an excuse.
Here's the thing. Whatever you got going on, we hear your voice, but it's not matching what you're saying on the screen. It's like one of them Shaw Brothers Kung Fu movies. You know, the guy say, please put my sister down.
Well, we can fix that.
And then he started. I'm just saying, ad-libbing. I didn't know we was doing that here. I mean, I wish somebody would. I didn't get the memo. Okay, I'm just letting you know.
We're gonna fix that.
For those watching Redneck Brawl, I do have it on live as well. So,
what's Redneck? What?
That's right, Redneck Brawl 10. Oh, and they are brawling into the ring here after. So yeah, that is one of the various.
Yeah, well, I'd rather watch Redneck Brawl than that slap thing, whatever they do on ESPN, whatever that is. Man, ain't no wonder where I'm gonna stand up there and stand there and why two people hold me and then let somebody slap me. Man, that's ridiculous, bro. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Also, you can for sponsorship. No, thank you. Okay. Shoot, I had my youngest daughter when she was a few months. She turned around and slapped me, and I almost forgot she was a baby. I was like, listen here.
Because baby slaps have everything. They have all the intent in the world. They only know one reaction. They don't know how to hold back. They give you 100%. Oh, yeah, you didn't feed them on time.
And they got a kung fu time. They got a kung fu grip, too.
Man, listen.
You ever had the baby in your lap and was eating, and once they reach and grab that omelet off the plate, bro?
Yeah, it's a wrap. Or man, they grab the mustache. Oh, bro, they grab the mustache.
Yeah, that's why mine is kind of thin. Okay, so whatever the case, whatever Gruden said, he inadvertently put the spotlight on him. That what you telling me?
He was the only casualty of that entire investigation. He was the one that got fired.
And you're telling me he shouldn't have been the only one?
No, because what they were investigating had nothing to do with John Gruden's email.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Hypothetically speaking, do we think that if John Gruden was coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the time something like this happened, would he have been ousted? Or was it got something to do with the league's long-standing feud with the Raiders? Because you know the NFL could not stand Al Davis.
Mm-hmm.
Even now he gone, they still some remnants. And I'm thinking anybody who take that job is subject to whatever history come along with it type of deal. The excellence and the excrement. I'm just saying. I'm trying to say. I'm just asking a question. I ain't saying that's the case. I'm just, what you all have put forth got the wheels up here spinning, which really don't happen that quite often. You know what I'm saying? Given I'm one step away from Shady Acres and all, you know what I mean? So anytime I get a thought, I'm like a little kid, drooling, I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Okay, anywho. I'm just saying. So, yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. Would I like to see Gruden back in the NFL? Absolutely. Or at least some stuff, the stuff he used to do with the quarterbacks prior to and whatnot. You know what I mean? All All we get now is seeing him seeing him opening up packages that somebody done sent him. I saw.
Right.
Well, yeah, exactly. I saw the one where the Browns sent that helmet. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what in the big piece of is that? And then I seen the face mask. I was like, oh, whoo, for a minute there, man. I thought, whoo, he's gonna have to wash his hands after the fact. But anywho, USA Today didn't put out their college football top 25 poll, right?
Oh, yes, they did.
Yes, they did. And we're gonna put that up here in a second. But before we do, I just want to kind of sort of like maybe a disclaimer of sorts. I want to throw some stuff out here first. We've had obviously every year prior to college football, because obviously the NFL preseason is jumping off. So we know college football is right around. I mean, open your blinds and it's there. We done had discussions before. And for every discussion we done had surrounding college football, there have been two main outliers, I guess you might want to say, or two sticklers. One is who should be ranked number one the following season. And what determines not only who's ranked number one, but what determines a team's ranking for the following season, and that be the biggest in the room, the recruiting class. I want to know, I don't care if you had the number one recruiting class, I don't care what team it was. How in the world does that, and them guys ain't played a down yet in college football, but yet and still, because your recruiting class was number, and look out, class was number one. That makes you number one. That's a number two. I say ranking should be determined based off what the team actually did the previous season. So, drum roll, please. We don't have one, but we're going to throw up the list here. This is USA Today's CFB Top 25 AP poll. And there you have it. So to further my point, for instance, Texas is ranked number one on this list. How? If you tell me recruiting class, boy, don't make me open up no can right here today. That's malarkey. And I'm not talking about Mike either. As much as I cannot stand Ohio State football, it's well documented. Being a football fan first, until it otherwise happens, the following season, like this upcoming season, who won the national championship last year?
Not the Texas Longhorns or the Penn State Nittany Lions.
Thank you. Or Clemson. Ohio State should be number one. However you ended, yes, however you ended is how you should start preseason and for the next season.
Well, it's certainly a part, but how many of those players are there?
I don't care.
RK, how many players on the roster were in the playoffs last year for Texas?
Exactly. Thank you. That's kind of my point.
So would you say having Arch Manning as a quarterback is an upgrade or a downgrade from the previous season?
Okay, so wait. So
we don't know.
Right?
What he's played? Of course we know.
Man, did he play as much as Quinn Ewers?
He should have.
No.
But again, they have intentionally not done that.
Oh, my God.
They've intentionally held him back.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, but what I'm saying to you is,
who is the Ohio State quarterback? Or
I
have
don't
they
know.
themselves not decided yet?
I
See,
don't
that's
know.
kind of my point. How can I give you the number one ranking and we don't even know, and you don't even know who's the actual starter yet?
But number one rankings are giving off teams that have recruited high, but them guys ain't played either.
But that's only a factor.
No. If they haven't played at the
end all be all,
if they have not played at the collegiate level, how can they be ranked higher than guys with experience at the collegiate level?
That's not the reason why.
Particularly.
Gully, he said that's not the reason why. So do tell. What's the reason why?
Absolutely. So right away, we talked about the roster, the returning talent.
Yep.
Okay. Right away, we know Ohio State's roster is night and day from what it was, with the exception of maybe a couple guys on the defensive side of the ball, like Sonny Styles.
Okay.
Sonny Styles. Okay.
Hold on, wait. So they got a whole lot of recruits. You saying there's a lot of freshmen there? No sophomores, no juniors.
What sound like he's saying guys who played for the national championship, that were on the national championship team this upcoming year, right, are not there. Is that what you're saying, Double J?
Correct.
Okay.
Starters on the field. Correct.
Okay. All right. Starters on the field. That's fine. But on the flip side of that coin, if we're not going to give credit to them, that Ohio State meaning they should be number one the following season because of who's not there, then I'm saying that these teams that are ranked as they are ranked shouldn't be ranked where they rank because of the guys who haven't played at all.
But in other words, still, again, just a portion, a fraction of what decides that.
No, you say it's a fraction. I'm saying that they're giving a whole lot of weight to
guys who ain't there.
Class. Yeah.
No, to guys who weren't there. Let's say it like that. The recruitment that's coming in weren't there last year, and the guys who were there last year weren't there now. So I'm just saying off who won the national championship. It should be kind of like a de facto number one because you were the team that won. Now maybe this is a bad parable, but I'm gonna throw it out here. It's almost similar to, and I remember my history teacher when I was in high school. The first day of class, he told everybody in the class. He said, "Hey, everybody today has an A. Yep. Whether or not if you keep that A is going to be determined by you. Okay? So, by default, whoever won last year, however it shook out last year is how it should start at the beginning of this year. Now, if you lose 2-3 games, then they should do a re-ranking or an amendment or an addendum or whatever you want to call it.
And by the end of the season it started, so it's going to justify, the rankings will justify themselves where a defending national championship team struggles out the gate. Like, look what happened with Michigan when on their title defense last season.
Okay, that's fine.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So I'm in agreement with you. Like,
okay. All right.
The rankings justify themselves. They look at how they were. However, look at where they started.
Because listen, I got questions about the first 10 on the list for real. Like Miami. Everybody want to still associate me with the Canes, even though that's relationship long been over with. Okay. I don't even accept flowers no more. I'm just saying.
So it doesn't bother you that half a team's production is gone?
Nope.
No.
Because how many incoming freshmen do they have? How many transfers do they have?
Because when we talk about programs and their pedigree, it don't matter who coming in. Ohio State is known, for instance, for replacing wide receivers.
That's wide receiver U.
A wide receiver U. So whoever they're adding, even though he wasn't there the year before, because of who they are and what they churn out, you expect that next guy that's going to be there the following year is going to have the same type of production, if not better than. There is no drop off. Just because you're labeled a freshman, I'm looking at your tape. If you're a 5-star and that 5-star is legit, then I'm expecting you to keep that program right with it. Like, for instance, that we was talking about Georgia that last couple years. How many national championships had Georgia been in? One, win or lose, how many had they been in consecutively? Was it like 2 or 3 in a row?
Right.
And here's the killer part. Let's go back to Alabama with Nick Saban, for instance. Tell me a time when Nick Saban was the coach and they even didn't win the national championship, but the following year, whether they did or didn't, they were still number one. Detroit fan, man, shout out. He said, but Jay, if the rankings were just static and tied to last year, how could we talk smack about these subjective opinions? We can talk. Listen.
I'm saying that by default, national champion should be one. Everybody else falls in line.
Well, I ain't even. Well, yeah, okay, all right, that's fair. I was gonna say top 5 should be top 5. Then you can discuss, but then you can discuss it because at the end of the day, man, and Detroit fan, man, believe me when I tell you, and I'm not being boastful here, but that's the beauty of who's behind the microphone. That's the beauty of whether or not if you got a good attorney. Or whether you got a good prosecutor or both, who can make a case based off the evidence, even though it don't look like the evidence is in favor of or the evidence is against. So even if this was ranked correctly, because this is incorrect to me, we could still, the way we do, we could still make a case for a discussion to be made. It would just go in a different direction. We could say, okay, do we think who think gonna win the national championship this year, or who we think by season's end gonna still be ranked number one? We could go a whole different bunch of ways.
Right, but that's the point here. You're talking about predicting success, not rewarding past success.
I'm talking about listen. I'm talking about going into the season. Texas is gonna be number one, right?
What if Texas and Ohio State go undefeated
They can't because they play each other week one.
Okay.
So tie theoretically.
So let me ask you this then. Let's say Ohio State beat Texas, because I think they are. Let's say they beat Texas. They can move up to number one?
Absolutely.
Well, then why ain't they number one? What so they beat Texas last year, and they got to beat them again to be number one this year?
That's right, because it's a different team.
No, it's not a different team.
No, bro. No, no, bro. No.
So Emeka Ibuka's still there?
It don't matter.
Judkins is still there?
Hey, who's the wide receiver?
It doesn't matter.
Hold on. Who was the wide? Because this Ohio State we talking about. Who was the wide receiver before?
Well, it may matter because, again, it took a quarterback to transfer in order for them to get over the hump.
Bruh. We're talking about the same Ohio State that told Joe Burrow he wasn't good enough, and still was in the thick of it.
Okay, then all right.
Listen, bro. Okay, but listen. Okay, listen. But we're not talking about a team that was in the playoffs, for instance, and then the following year. We're not talking about them teams like Alcorn State. You know, who are they returning? We're talking about a powerhouse football machine for decades.
We're talking about an all-time top 5 program.
All-time top 5 team, Ohio State. Come on, man. Ohio State winning national championships was synonymous with winning national championships.
You just said that was it. Last season's team was an all-time team. And you fail to still indicate or see any idea that there is not going to be a drop-off.
What I'm saying to you is
the players that gave Texas the ranking and Penn State the ranking,
they not there either.
Right.
No, that many of them are. That's the difference.
Okay. And those teams, those players that are there, how far did they go in the playoff last year?
Pretty far.
No.
Did they go as far as wait. Did they go as far as the guy that backed up Judkins?
The guy that backed him up. No. But who is better? Who'd you rather have? Would you rather have Arch Manning or one of these other guys? I don't care. Pick them all from the rest of college football's list.
We you know what? Y'all can say what y'all want to say about that sign stealing, whatever else, but this is exactly why Michigan went to a national championship.
Do tell, Gully.
The exact same thing. They lost all their starters, blah, 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 and then walked right into a national title and won it.
But they said the same thing about Georgia. Remember, they lost 15 players on defense. They lost 15 players on defense
and walked right into a playoff.
And then was right back in the national championship the next year.
So Ohio State should be number one, and then if Texas goes in there and then beats them, they would end up being number one anyway.
Yeah, exactly. That would be fair.
All right. No. Fine by me either way.
No.
The question would be then if you do reverse last year,
and they beat Texas on the way to that. So if they beat Texas, even if Texas beat Ohio State, I'm still saying Ohio State should be number one, and then Texas maybe be number two. Because who said anything about Penn State being number two? How in the world is Penn State number 2 and Ohio State number 3? But we're supposed to take this list serious based on what?
Well, once again, you're talking about a playoff team that is returning more offensive returning talent, with the exception of
the same type of talent that's been
returning production.
The same type of talent that's been returning, but can't get James Franklin over the hump.
Well, is that them or is that him?
Okay. Now it's coaching is to blame. No, okay. Oh, stop it, man. This list is ridiculous, bro. Ain't no way in the world Texas should be number one. Yeah, and then explain Clemson then. What is?
I just said it. That out of any team in the country, they have I'm going to say it. I'll say it. I'm not afraid to say it.
Okay.
They're in a very poor conference. They have like 2 games every year.
Okay, but they ranked number 4th though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then should that be a factor?
That the conference is weak?
Yeah.
Well, sure.
Oh, then how? Then okay. So yeah, right. That right there, right. So they number 4 though. Weak conference number 4.
Right, but again, we're talking about the team, not just whom they play.
Okay, right. So based on the team, like you mentioned, Emeka Ibuka for Ohio State, who did he replace?
Marvin
Terry
Harrison.
McLaurin or somebody? I don't know. I'm just naming names. I'm talking about Ohio State receivers. We talking about a program, and at that position in particular.
Yeah, they paid $20 million too. I know.
Okay, whoever replaced Ibuka, who replaced him, and who replaced him. I'm pretty, and I don't know literally, but I'm saying I'm willing to bet that it's been a string of Ohio State wide receivers that prior to them ever stealing the doggone field, that you knew that whoever stepped in to replace the guy before him, there wasn't going to be no drop off.
At one position, correct.
At a position that's
okay. All right. How about at linebacker? Let's do it then.
Yeah,
or defensive end or defensive tackle.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Bro, Ohio. When he said, how many times has Ohio State been in the top 5 in the last 20 years?
Quite a bit.
Exactly. That's why they should be ranked based on that. They should be number 1 this year.
Remember, my sharpest criticism of Ohio State is that they oftentimes play themselves into big moments, but they had a tendency historically of not following
playing through the big moment.
Playing through the big moments. They get right up to there. They get
so
right
that's
up
worthy
there.
of a number 1 ranking.
No, the fact that they won the national championship.
I mean, isn't that why we're saying James Franklin shouldn't be either?
No, I'm saying Ohio State won the national championship last year.
Yes,
is why they should be ranked number 1 this year.
Yes, because they went through it and they did it. I tell you what, if Georgia
so again, if they do that, remember week 1 they're playing Alabama, Texas. So to me, this is a kind of a moot point because if you give it, like Ohio State has everything to gain by ranking them this way. They can not only
fair. That is accurate because it'll be a strength of schedule issue that Ohio State will have in its favor by beating Texas number 1. Putting them not at number 1, beating the top 5.
The schedule don't change if Ohio State is ranked number 1. The schedule's still gonna be the schedule.
They would have beat the number 1. Listen, they start the season not beating the number 1 team in the nation. That's going to hold weight come. It's not going to hold as much weight as it used to because there's so many teams now in the playoffs.
And it would have been no different had Texas been number 2 and Ohio State number 1 and still beat them. Still number 1, number 2, man. You're still in the top 5, man.
Right, but if you beat the number 1 team, it seemed like those points weigh more.
Oh,
yeah, they have to weigh more actually because I think it's like it's a fractional thing, right? So that ranking literally, well, let's say I'm still going back to BCS era. That number, is going to break down lower. So the lower number is the one that ends up giving you the lower number gives you the higher ranking, if you will.
Okay, and okay, so Arizona State is 11th.
Yep.
Double J, justify. Give me some justification. You're the justifier today. That's what you are. You're the justifier for everybody's ranking. So
again, this is why, to your point, what they did last season has some merit, right?
Oh, okay.
So
did they what bowl game did they play in? The TaxSlayer.com toilet bowl?
No, they were in the playoff.
Oh, were they?
Yeah. They were.
Oh, yeah. Oh. I mean, I just wanted to make sure I was going around the corner right quick.
But again,
that's Scatty Boo.
Right, and he's not there anymore.
So then, should they even be 11th? Should they be okay?
No, if it were up to me, they wouldn't be ranked at all because they have one player. So you penalize a team for a program for coming back because
to
I
prominence.
don't care what you did last year. I think that's stupid. That has nothing to do with this season at all.
Wait a minute. If the guys were behind starters, if you're talking about upperclassmen now, juniors and seniors that sat behind starters last year, and they went to the playoff.
Keyword sit.
If they were behind,
not play, because they watch, just like you and I.
Wait. But wait a minute. How many plays did these incoming recruits have?
Right. Would you play
how many plays did these incoming recruits have? That's a
factor.
factor.
Anything about an incoming recruit? That's only
that's been the argument. That's been the argument. Teams. That's been the argument.
No, it's not. The recruiting class is primarily dedicated on how many times we saw them podiums and them parents with them jerseys and them shirts under their blouses and their signing day. This is all about signing day.
Double J, don't say that. You said that before.
I would absolutely say a team that just happened to have the number 1 recruiting class the prior year. You're right; those are freshmen. There's a possibility some will play, but unless this is joystick GM going on, it is unlikely that they're going to be better than the players that have been there for 1, 2, or 3 seasons.
Okay. So that's what I'm asking you. What the guy who replaced Emeka Ibuka, for instance, the guy that was right behind him, there had to be somebody to replace Terry McLaurin, who replaced him when he was at Ohio State. And then who replaced that guy when he was at Ohio State? Because them guys don't sit for long. Them guys were on the team. Whenever they won a national championship, them guys were the guys right behind the guy who started for that national championship.
So then how come these teams aren't repeating then, Jay?
Because other teams are getting better.
Right. That's all I'm saying.
What do you mean? How come they're not repeating?
How come we're not seeing repeat national champions then? Because if it's so easy and everybody just reloads.
No, anybody's saying that. Anybody's saying that. Anybody's saying that. Anybody's saying that.
Georgia got right back to the playoff. Georgia got right back to a
won.
Georgia got right back to a playoff on the heels of winning the national title.
That's what we're saying. Nobody say it was so easy. What we're saying is the teams that are the teams that don't get the credit they deserve or get discredit because of recruiting class, them teams soon they bring in all the recruits and then turn around and be right back in the national championship the following year.
That's why that playoff needed to be expanded, because I completely agree with you that I thought it was bull crap that you'd see the same 5 teams every single season.
Stop it.
And it'd be albeit for those 5 reasons or not.
Oh, stop it. We can ready to take a 20-second break. I got to take a 20 on that one. I need to I'll be at that. Oh, stop it. Yeah, somebody on the program today sound like they're talking about that. You see what she was eating at the end, the chocolate ones. You know what I'm trying to say? Those little chocolate chips. That's what it sounds like here today. Notre Dame. Then why is Notre Dame? Why they 6? What's going on? Why did Notre Dame? Who they bringing back?
Quarterback.
Who? Oh, so they get the number 6 because they bringing back the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. The same guy that stunk up the joint. Okay. All right. Okay. And in Oregon, why are they 7th? Dylan Gabriel ain't there no more.
Nope. Then thank goodness he ain't, because now they might actually win. So
yeah, I know.
No. Dante Moore.
Oh, please, yeah.
You will know by probably when he lifts the Heisman Trophy. That's my pick.
Yeah. Folks been saying that about Oregon ever since. What's his name? Chip Kelly was there, and James. What was the running back? The number 25 for Oregon.
Also have one of the best strong safeties that'll probably be the first one taken off the board in the draft, which is Dylan Thieneman.
Okay. All right. And then that did what for them last year, though?
He wasn't there. He was at Purdue.
He just
got an All-American.
Speaking of which,
transfers and that type of thing. There you go.
Okay. All right. So speaking of which, let's say Purdue won the national championship last year. I know that's a far stretch, but let's say Purdue won. And then they came in at number 4.
I wouldn't.
And the team that got knocked out in the playoffs last year early is in number 1. Would you still say Purdue didn't deserve to be?
This isn't the same season. The same players aren't there.
Okay, but if the same players aren't there, then that in and of itself, again, on the flip side, talks about recruits. You can't give credit to recruits who you haven't seen as no different than you can the guys who ain't there no more. If you ain't seen it, because we don't know yet, is what I'm trying to say. In either case, you don't know yet. You don't know what the team the following season gonna look like when that guy who was there before ain't there. And you can't say what the team gonna look like when guys who ain't played it down with that team yet just now coming in. You don't know. So what factors really should there be to rank a team 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all the way now down to 25? What factors should be there? I'm talking about legit factors. Concrete ones, not ones on
coaching stability isn't one.
What happened?
So the coaching itself, it has nothing to do with it.
Oh, I mean, okay. So, all right. So Ryan Day then is you saying it should be number 3 over what's his name? Ted Skarskis again.
Well, how many national titles has each been a part of?
At Texas, none. At Ohio State, at least 1.
Alabama or no?
Sarkisian, I said. At Texas, none. Ryan Day at Ohio State, at least 1. Okay? And this was after losing to Michigan. And guess what? For all y'all people out there who think Michigan got off, that's sour grapes. Let it go. Michigan didn't do nothing no different than what the 2 Indians pitchers did. I'm just trying to tell you. Okay? Everybody just getting in on the act. That's all right. That's all it is, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's my turn. They taking turns right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, throwing balls in the dirt. Yeah, ow. Yeah, I got pitcher's elbow. What you mean? You just came off vacation. What you got pitcher's elbow for all of a sudden? Yeah, come on, man. Stop it. I'm just saying, man, make sense of it. SMU. Where they sitting at right there? 16? Okay. And they 16. Why?
Well, I told you they raised $130 million.
So that's really what it's about. Follow the money. Because it's big money down in Texas. I mean, they got high school football stadiums that look like, old municipal. They seat 842,000 people on a Wednesday. I'm just saying. That's really what it is. Follow the money. Okay. All right. Because this really ain't making sense, these rankings. And this is USA Today, too? Yeah, it shouldn't even be read tomorrow. Today, tomorrow, not never, ever again. You know what I'm saying? Illinois. And I can see why Illinois, because we can't make a case for Illinois being ahead of Arizona State. And we could, huh? Oh, okay. I wonder why. And Florida, where they sitting at? 15? What they do to even get to 15? What they do? It's got to be something that you actually did in order to that factors in. If there's a multitude of factors here, there's got to be something that you actually did that should be a factor in why you get the following season's ranking that you get. It can't just be because of who ain't there. That can't be the only thing. No. Now, if that's a factor, okay. But then how many factors are there that goes into determining who's ranked where the following season? Let's do that. How many factors are there? 5? 10? What they looking at? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I wonder, is the coaches poll out?
No, I haven't seen it.
I wonder what the coaches poll look like. Because I'm going to tell you right now, again, Miami at number 10. How?
Carson Beck. Right? There you go.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, all right. Yeah. Yeah. You mean, okay. Yeah. Right. And even with Carson Beck, they're not going to not lose to Georgia Tech the way they've been losing to Georgia Tech, is what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. Just kneel on it. Absolutely not. Not them. Not Mario Crystal ball head, what he should be. Yeah. All right. Indiana, they had 20. Could we not make a case for Indiana being at 16 at least? Oh, okay. I'm just trying to figure out here how these rankings once again come about and who's behind it all. I'm trying to make sense of it all. OU, 18. Where they come from? Adrian Peterson ain't coming through that door. What they do that Indiana, because we've seen Indiana now. Indiana was balling. Okay. Till they ran into who they lose to? Ohio State, was it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm just checking. Yeah, come on, Double J. You the justifier now. You got to
hang on. You've nullified every legit reason.
Oh,
that's the funniest part,
Oh.
except for last year. So I'm waiting for you to tell us because apparently, unless the whole team from last season and what they did a whole year ago is the only benefit, the only rational
you're only as good as your last performance,
done, despite none of them being there.
Okay, all right, but that's why I'm telling you what. There should only be one factor. The defending national champions should be number one the following season. Whoever finished second, third, fourth, and fifth, respectively. Now, that don't mean it's going to stay that way by week 8. I'm just saying. But to start the season off, yeah, whoever finished in what order they finished, that's how you start. Now, you got to, if you end the season that way, then kudos to you. That's all I'm saying there, because I think, that would be more of a justification. You know what I mean? Because you don't know. You know what I mean? The starting guy coming back in I ain't trying to see nobody get hurt or nothing, but, that next guy that garnered this team or whoever that team is to get a high ranking, what if he go down and blow his ball joints out? Then what? Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I'm telling you right now, Texas, if anything, the top 5, I would reorder as such. Ohio State, number 1. Texas, number 2. Who finished third last year? Who finished third and fourth last year?
Oh, God. Georgia and Notre Dame, I believe. No,
right.
Penn State. Was it Penn State and Notre Dame?
No, Notre Dame played in the national championship.
Oh, right. Yep.
Wait. Who beat Texas last year? Notre Dame?
Let's see.
Was it Notre Dame? Help me out, Gully. Who beat Texas last year? Detroit fan, man, where you at? Ohio State should be number 1. Whoever they beat should be number 2. Man, that was just a year ago, and I can't remember. I remember Ohio State winning.
Yeah, it was Ohio State, Texas, and then Penn State, Notre Dame.
Whoa. Ohio State beat Texas in the national championship?
No, in the semifinal.
In the semifinal.
Oh, okay. Give me that again. Hold on. In the semifinal.
If you wear orange and white, you got a problem playing the Scarlet and Gray. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Because them volunteers that tried to invade the horseshoe last season. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah,
The day before that game, they was all in the restaurants and the sports bars where they chant, "It's great to be a volunteer" and everything. Going orange and white. Well,
they showed it. They volunteered for that last year. I'm just saying. They volunteered.
That was a long
BL, what it do, baby? Did you even watch the playoffs, dude? Yeah, See, I was going to give you a good button, but now I'm going to give you one of these. Yeah. I did watch it last year, and I said that was a year ago. I did. Didn't I say that it was a year ago? You didn't hear that part, BL? Don't come on here with the B. Now, don't do it. Now, don't you do it. I'm just saying, bro. You know what I mean? Give me the Final 4 again, Double J.
Texas, Ohio State, Penn State, Notre Dame.
Ohio State, Penn State, Notre Dame, baby. Okay, so to me, Jay, the results from last year should stay with last year, because if you just keep the same rankings, all these privileged journalists and podcasts wouldn't have anything to open about. Hey, that's their fault.
Well, if that's the case too, Detroit fan, man, why even?
No.
Why?
What you say, Gully?
But if that's the case, then why even waste time doing a final season poll, end of the season poll? I was getting ready to go there next. I said just stop the polls at the end. Just stop the polls at the playoffs. Once the playoffs happen, then that's just it.
Yeah, because they do a season ending, don't they? Even after they do. Yeah. All right, Gully. Gully, I appreciate that.
My buddy,
get one of them for the day. Because Detroit fan, man, if that's the case, then explain Clemson at number 4.
I told you, most returning talent from the previous season in the country.
What do that mean? So telling me what? They're gonna win you a national championship?
Well, it puts you in a much better. You tell me, would you rather start with new players or the ones that were already good and you don't have to play last year's players.
Hey, I'd rather start with a team that only had 3 head coaches in their whole doggone entire history of my life. That tell me your program got a pedigree still. They tell me I don't matter. See, when it's the program, not saying talent don't matter, because you do need talent. The program weighs a ton in getting back there. All right. Because again, like it or not, Michigan did have some talent, but they had Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh. Okay. Where was they at before Jim Harbaugh? Was they beating Ohio State?
Nope.
Okay. All right. So your program weighs a ton in the program pedigree. Don't matter who coming in and who leaving, as long as you got that guy, you just said coaching now. As long as you got that guy who know what he's doing, he'll coach him up. Even the guys who wet behind the ears, he gonna have them ready to play. You know what I'm saying? Some teams rebuild, others reload type of stuff. Them teams that reload, they seem to always be in the conversation. Because I'll tell you, Texas is one of those teams, no question. They've been in the conversation for a long time throughout my life. Ohio State, 2. Georgia, yeah. Sharon Moore, 2-0 versus, Double J. Whoa. Oh, he talking about your Michigan Wolverines right there now. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand it, man. Alabama's at 8. Where did Alabama finish last year? Help me out. Because Ohio State, Penn State, Notre Dame, and what was the other one in the Final Four last year? What would you say?
Texas.
Okay. All right. So Ohio State, number 1. Notre Dame, number 2, because they was the runner-up. And if you want to, you can say Texas 3.
But you just said they shouldn't be 8.
Who shouldn't be 8?
Whatever it was.
Who?
You.
I ain't talking about Alabama right now. I'm going back to your Final Four.
No. But what I'm saying is, a moment ago you were like, "Why is Notre Dame at 6?"
Yeah, that meaning why they at 6? They should be higher than Clemson. I'm saying by default, whoever finished in your semifinals last year, that's how the order should start off the following year. I ain't say it's supposed to stay that way. I said start off. You BL said you rank based on where you think they are now, not
and
what
that's
they
the problem.
were.
The problem is the thought process.
That's what I'm trying to say. The problem is the thought process. That's the problem.
Because I contend, and I think that's where me and you, Double J, we differ most specifically.
Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go ahead because I'm gonna take.
I feel like there's a lot more weight. There's a lot more weight placed on recruiting class than you would believe. I think there's a lot more.
Oh, don't you dare let him off the hook. Double J was the same person when we was talking about Georgia, who was him and Brother Rich. I ain't gonna throw Brother Rich in there because I don't remember. It was
the
yeah, it was Brother Rich. They lost 15 starters. I said because we basically had the same conversation, but we was talking about why shouldn't they be why shouldn't they be called defending champions? That was the discussion then, because they lost 15 guys on defense.
Yeah, the only resemblance of the team is the jerseys.
Yeah, but what happened?
Right back into the college.
But what happened?
Playoff.
They went right back to
No. We're talking about the new playoff format, because I'm not going to talk about the rigged group of.
It's all rigged.
They aren't even playing 9 games.
They're
not even playing 9 conference games. I can't take you seriously like that.
Stop it! Cut me in and cut it out.
Yeah, you said it only had 9 conference, whatever that fractured system it was.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good
returning
one.
Players and coaches is how you rank.
All right, so then how many returning players are returning to the defending national champions?
Not
how
many.
Many players do they have returning?
Their returning production is at 101.
Say again?
Their returning production is at 101 in the country.
And guess what?
For me, that's for me.
And guess what? You talking about Ohio State, right?
Yeah.
And where are they at? What are the odds on them winning another national championship?
You about to mess around and make Barbershop a Buckeye fan this year.
No, y'all ain't gonna never do that. No.
And if they lose week 1,
I don't care. I'm asking you. Listen, no. Because before we get to week 1, What are the Buckeyes, whatever they are at 101? What are they? What are the odds on them winning the national championship this year?
I think this is not the year to put the foot into the mouth with Ohio State. I could see this being a 4-loss team.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. You can see that. That don't mean that that's what's going to be seen. I'm asking you, based on that 101 number you just gave me, I'm asking you for another number. What are the odds? Okay, that's fine. They lost both coordinators. I don't care if they lost Romeo Crennel. I'm asking you, what does FanDuel and DraftKings say? And I'm not a gambling person. What are the odds for Ohio State winning the national championship again this year? Because if it don't match up to that 101 deficiency and both coordinators gone deficiency, then that's a problem. See, what are the odds?
Here's what we got here.
Don't make that face.
Well, if you would have saw who the video game projected,
I don't care about video games.
I'm telling you, you'd probably make it more than you.
No,
I'm more than a sour milk face.
Okay, well, bitter beer face, whatever you want to call it. What are the odds?
I'm getting there. Funny. Presented to me.
Funny how
using EA Sports college football.
I don't want to know about EA Sports. I'm talking about the folks who, if you lose on a parlay, you find yourself sitting on the sidewalk, probably can't go home.
Ohio State is tied for the best odds.
Oh, but wait a minute now. How can that even be the case when they got the 101? What?
That's right. It's called returning money.
Oh, okay. So that's
what sways odds.
Yeah.
Money.
Okay. So in other words, all that recruitment, all that old other stuff, that really ain't that's really irrelevant too. Because guess what the odds makers say? The odds makers say, despite all of that, they tied for still gonna win the national championship next year. Yeah, there we go.
Third time.
Yeah, I'm just saying, bro. Right. Yeah, I'm saying what the odds makers saying. The odds makers ain't there. The odds makers they don't care about the AP poll. It's a reason why the odds makers, they don't think, well, they only have 2 returning starters. The odds makers say, yeah, okay, bump all that. They tied for the odds on them winning the national championship are greater than who? Who are they tied with again?
With Texas.
Oh, imagine that. Imagine that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Followed by Penn State and then Georgia.
Oh, but where's Clemson at again? Oh,
right behind them.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. So that's all I'm asking for, uniformity. That's really what I'm driving at here.
So you're suggesting that the odds that are swayed by both bettors. Oof.
No.
Uh-oh.
The odds say OSU was a 20-point favorite versus Michigan. They lost odds don't mean anything. Hey, listen. Let me tell you something. That's Michigan and Ohio State. That's a rivalry, bro. I done seen times where the Browns was 2-14, 2-13, going up against the Steelers, who was 13-1, and the Browns beat them 51-0. Yeah, that's just bad blood. That odds ain't got nothing to do with Ohio State, Michigan. I'm talking about odds on winning the national championship. Because at the end of the day, if you're a gambling man, which it sounds to me like you might be, who you putting your money on when it comes down to it? Okay, that's what I'm talking. That's what I'm saying. Odds makers. For once again, we're talking numbers. Okay, Double J just said Ohio State is 101 and what?
Returning production.
But on the flip side, the odds makers, who all y'all who be doing parlays, because everybody out here I'm guarantee you on this to do some sort of parlay, the odds makers that y'all be putting y'all parlay coins down on say that they tied with Texas for the best chance to win the national championship next year. Now that ain't
101 in production, but tied for the win the national championship.
Thank you. Make it make sense.
And right.
Make it make sense. That's all I'm saying.
Same articles, right?
Thank you. Yeah, 101 in production. 101 in production. But they saying that, man, at the end of the day, yeah, man, bump that. I'm putting my money on Ohio State. They chance on winning it again because even though they lost to Michigan
in production,
they lost to Michigan last year, didn't they?
I lost to Michigan for the third straight year,
and then won the national championship. Beat Oregon. They didn't beat Texas. Did they beat Texas too?
We said this 3 times already.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm being facetiousizing.
I got you.
Yeah, I'm saying the odds on favorite always win. I'm saying it don't make sense that the Ohio State is odds on favorite, but they're 101st in production. That's what I'm saying. Which one we gonna lean on to actually carry the weight?
I would say the one with the lack of production, but
okay.
So we Tupac okay, that's huh?
That's what he would say. The one that lacked the production would tell him that they're gonna lose 4 games. But the odds makers, the same guy that this guy be betting on and betting with, they say that Ohio State tied for Texas the best odds to win the national championship. That's what I'm saying. BL. It don't make sense that the odds makers say that they got a great chance to win the national championship, but yet and still, I'm supposed to say them being 101st in production means just as much. Nah,
this may age like milk. That's all.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Listen, okay. Well, however you like your eggnog or whatever the case you just said, you know what I'm saying, or your French toast, you know what I'm saying, just as long as your bread is buttered, you know what I'm saying. I guess that's all that really matters. I'm just asking you to make it make sense, bro. You know what I mean? It don't make no sense once again for Ohio State in particular to be ranked 101st in terms of production. But all of a sudden, on the flip side, the odds makers say they got the tie with Texas for the best chance to win the national championship. It don't compute. What you're trying to tell me is that 5 + 5 = 43. It don't. Absolutely not. Yeah, they're gonna be scary this year. Okay, based on what though? Based on what? Are they scary enough to not be at what's that right there? 14? Double J, don't disappear now because you got.
Again, we'll find out soon, right? Because they go to Norman, I believe, like week 2,
and play who?
Oklahoma.
Oh, wow. Okay, so if Michigan beat Oklahoma, then they should switch spots, right? Rankings, right?
Well, you wouldn't want them to go backwards, but yeah.
You wouldn't want who to go backwards. I'm sorry. If OU beats Michigan, OU should be 14 and Michigan should be 18, right?
Absolutely. And the great part is now we're going to start seeing more of this with the expansion of the playoff. You don't have to fear a loss. It's not a death sentence the way that it used to be. So finally, we will actually feel more confident that, yes, there are no accidental champions or just paper champions moving forward.
Whoa. You mean accidental and paper? Where's that coming from? Who's the accidental champion?
The same list historically. In which
who's the accidental champion?
Teams.
Who would be?
You'd play Kennesaw State at week 12.
Okay, well then who would be a paper champion?
Well, you go through the list and you can.
No. I'm asking you. Who would be a paper champion?
Recent history. There were a few that would be questionable.
You see how you answer that, Gully? You know what I'm saying? Like the congressman. You know what I'm trying to say? Like Dave Chappelle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. I got you. Yeah. Yeah. Come on now. Don't do that. Because let me ask you this question. I forget what year it was, but I'd like to know, you all being the statisticians and all that, and BL, since you're out there, quick on the keys. All right. Type this up for me. What was Auburn the year that Jason Campbell was the quarterback ranked coming into that particular season? And finished undefeated and didn't play for the national championship. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, take your time. You want me to take another commercial break? We can. We can. Yeah, look that up because I got something I want to add.
What do you mean? Like every year we have a team like the U that gets ranked and then they end up completely out of the picture.
No. I asked specifically. That Auburn team where Jason Campbell was at the helm. We're talking about the SEC when the SEC was still in the conversations as the SEC. Okay, the Blue Bloods. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Kansas Jayhawk, North Carolina Tar Heels in the 80s and 90s with, Forte and Rasheed Wallace, them type of squads. You know what I'm saying? What was Auburn at just like right here, the preseason poll? They did a preseason poll that year too. This ain't the first year they've been doing them now. What was Auburn ranked in the preseason poll? Went 13-0 and didn't play for the national championship. We're going to take another break. When we come back, we're going to have some statisticians and the folks out there tuning in. Shout out to y'all again. Yeah. hopefully they're gonna weigh in. You know what I'm saying? I want to see what they're gonna be saying. Holla at your boy.
Everybody on TikTok here tuning in to us. Arturo and Sharina and
you wait till we get ready to go to a break to do that. Wow, this guy here.
Yeah, I wait.
Cleaning the cracks on your pavement surfaces can take hours and be torturous on your body. Until now. Cracky Weed Removal Tool was designed specifically to clean pavement cracks in a fraction of the time, all while standing up. Cracky's patented design incorporates a two-sided steel blade and is encased by a durable fiberglass shell. Simply use the large end to clean big gaps, then rotate and use the small tip for narrow gaps. Made in the USA, Cracky eliminates weeds to the root and is environmentally friendly. Cracky. Save your back while you clean your crack.
All right, we are back with the AP College Football Top 25 preseason poll presented to you by USA Today. Not of me, of course, but that commercial, man. Save your crack while you clean your back. I'm just saying. Do not go in there. Double J, come on back to the forefront here. Did you find that information for me, or did you find it, Gully? You know, y'all been doing a whole lot of running lately.
I said 2004, but I'm not sure.
Wait, you talking about Auburn, 2004 Auburn?
I don't know what. Did you hear what I said before? I said before we went to a commercial.
Yeah, it was 2004.
Auburn, yeah, I didn't say the year. I said what year. I asked what year, and I asked in particular what were they ranked in their preseason poll that year. Y'all done went and found the year, but then tell me what they was ranked in the preseason poll that year. My gosh.
Man, we're manning the stations out here. Getting
all man, please, you ain't manning no more than all, man. Stop it.
To engage with the show. We over there doing meaningful work for the program.
Okay.
Sir.
Yeah. Because based on all of this misinformed logic,
they were number 17 in the preseason.
Oh, they were 17. Oh, imagine that. 17.
Right. But once again, that was a year where there was no playoff. That was Kelly's infamous BCS.
Okay, but what that got to do with going undefeated and not playing for the national championship and all that?
That was due to the BCS.
Oh, okay.
Not actually playing games.
Oh, okay. So so in other words, there's no longer any BS in it, B in the S in the C.
Right. Same reason why UCF has a title that they self-claimed for going undefeated for the same reason.
Okay. So let me ask you this then. Based on all this hyperbole and speculation, do we think Texas is going to finish number 1? Do we think Texas is going to beat Ohio State? And if they do beat Ohio State, do they have to beat Ohio State by a certain margin to maintain this number? No. All they have to do is beat Ohio State?
Yeah.
Now, would the same be said for Ohio State? Because that's really the two that's really stuck in my craw right here. Okay.
No, and this is the benefit of where the ranking is. By doing it this way, if Texas escapes on a last-second field goal, or survive, however they'd like to write that up. Whereas if Ohio State escapes with the win, now you could flip-flop them.
Oh, okay. So it's an easy out. It's a win-win. Oh, poop, man.
I think that was intentionally done.
Oh, okay. So that was the factor then. Not a factor, but the factor.
Yes.
Oh, so it had nothing to do with recruiting classes. It had nothing to do with none of that. That's what you think. That's why this is what it is. Okay. Because they're setting up drama and showdown and ratings and all. That's really what that's all. And money. That's what that is. That's really what it is.
All of those pieces that you said absolutely factor in. Sure.
Okay.
But yes, the great part is we don't have to wait very long to find out who the better or who the real number 1 is. I don't think any of us are expecting some kind of lopsided game.
Well, number 1 is, to me, is truly determined whoever wins the national championship. That's number 1. Okay. Who wins it all is who number 1. Because we already know, looking at this list right here, I'm telling you right here, who ain't going to be on it, who is going to look real different. They're going to be somewhere at the bottom, if not out of it altogether. Oregon, Miami, Kansas State, Ole Miss, Iowa State, and Boise. They're not even going to be in it when it's all said and done. And I wouldn't be surprised. I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised if Clemson on there too.
I wouldn't be surprised if Oregon is not only in the top 5, but potentially number 1.
Oh, my. Okay. And
you tell me. Okay, pick the loss. Montana State.
Oh, yeah. That's a surefire loss right there. Upset of the year.
Come on now, Gully.
Oklahoma State.
Come on, Gully. Yeah, keep going down the schedule.
Northwestern.
Is Darnell Autry playing again?
Oregon State.
It's quite possible.
Here is the one that will determine it all, in my opinion. At Penn State.
Go Nittany Lions.
No.
Is it in Happy Valley?
Mm-hmm.
Oregon.
Is it at night?
Yes.
Oregon. Whoa. Happy Valley at night?
Yep.
Oh, it sound good, but don't act like we ain't seen. Don't act like we ain't seen Happy Valley be upset at night. I'm just trying to say.
Then Indiana at home.
Happy Valley at night.
At the Rutgers. Wisconsin at home.
At who home? In Oregon?
In Oregon.
Okay.
At Iowa.
That's a loss. Kirk Ferentz, baby.
Minnesota at home.
Who at home? Minnesota?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Purple Rain, baby. Purple Rain. Keep going.
USC, again, in Oregon as well. And then to finish it at Washington.
Okay, so you saying how many? How many wins you saying coming out of that for Oregon? No
I don't see
L?
them losing.
You got
at most. I see them losing once. The game at Kinnick. Look, Iowa's defense is phenomenal, but they have an anemic offense.
Okay, but that's Kirk Ferentz right now. He don't have Chuck Long at quarterback type deal. You know what I'm trying to say? So, they ground you and pound you type of deal. But Kirk Ferentz been around for a long time, bro. I don't bet against him. I don't bet, but I wouldn't bet against him. I would not be shocked if Oregon, and you say it's at Iowa, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if Oregon go in there and get their teeth kicked in. Teeth. T-double-E-F. Yes, right. Teeth. Get their teeth kicked in.
Get their teeth
kicked in the mouth with cleats. Yeah, y'all heard it here now. Gully, write this down. Double J said Oregon going undefeated.
I say they lose to Penn State.
Look, if they were to lose at Penn State, right? I don't see anything like, oh no, that's Penn State's clearly ranked higher than them.
Well, yeah, but Penn State being ranked higher, what do they look like in reality every year? Penn State always ranked high. That don't mean it's gonna rank out.
Well, semifinals, right?
Okay, yeah, they end up, yeah, right. But guess what? Despite Penn State and you giving them credit for being whatever they are, James Franklin is in the conversation of being on the hot seat. Okay, so you can't be this and be that at the same time and think I'm gonna expect me to say, yeah, I'm not putting my money on you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Penn State being ranked, that don't last long. Yeah. Penn State being unranked, yeah, I'll lean more towards that before it's all said and done than them being ranked, and ranking supposed to mean something. Man, please. Penn State being ranked. That's Penn State being ranked, especially at number 2. Oh, that's a formality, bro. Them being ranked at all, that is. Yeah, because they always, how many times, and you know what? When we go back to the odds makers thing, what are the odds on Oregon winning it all? Because the show ain't Texas and Ohio State. Where they at? What'd you say?
Fourth
highest.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth highest, but you got them not losing a game.
That's right.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. I'm writing this down now. I'm taking notes. I'm keeping receipts. Okay. All right. So tell me again, Texas's toughest game is Ohio State and vice versa, right?
We would have to look at Ohio State. Michigan is who would you say between the two?
It's where it's at.
I got 2 turntables and a microphone. Where it's at?
You know what I'm saying?
It's in Ann Arbor.
Oh, well. Listen.
Well, it didn't matter for that.
Well,
because they came. They
circle this one. November 8th at Purdue, night game. We'll see you just like we usually do.
Who did what? Who playing there?
Trap game. Ohio State
is playing at Purdue.
Mm-hmm.
If Drew Brees ain't quarterback, it ain't nothing.
Well, he wasn't the last few times we beat him either. At one point in time in recent history,
wait.
Better 10-game run.
Wait. When is the last time? When is the last time Purdue beat Ohio State?
2018, I think.
Well, my memory don't go back that far. That's what BL said. I'm just saying. That's what BL told me, man, your memory don't extend. You know what I'm saying? It's like past the attention span. It's all good. I'm accepting it. Not in denial. Yeah. So you telling me Purdue gonna beat Ohio State in West Lafayette? That was you telling me?
Trap game. He's calling that a trap game.
Oh man, he call it a trap game every year. This is the same guy who told us David Bell was gonna be the second coming of Megatron. And I'm still waiting on that to materialize. Meanwhile, there's Dylan Gabriel. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about that today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was out there cooking.
Yeah.
Cooking. Yeah. 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 I'm not even touching that with a 14-foot pole. Let me be quiet. Anywho, who's Ohio State's toughest opponent this year?
Let him tell it. It's Purdue.
That might be.
Oh man, stop it.
No, of course it's between Michigan and Texas. You can pick. I think they lose them both. To be honest,
Ohio State got a reasonably tough schedule because of that.
Do they beat Penn State at home?
Do they beat who at home?
Penn State.
Oh man, of course.
Do they beat Wisconsin on the road?
Yes.
You know what, man?
Luke Fickell? Think so?
Yeah, I'm telling you something. Wisconsin.
Spider-Man's pointing at each other.
Wisconsin is kind of like
Ohio State light.
Oh, they're tough. They tough, man. That's a tough call.
That's what I'm saying. Look, there's nothing wrong with them being a 4-loss team this year. Respectively.
I'm
saying respectfully.
Oh, please. You ain't saying how you giving somebody 4 losses and being gonna say
respectfully.
Yeah, listen, Gully, that's like saying I don't mean no disrespect, but I don't mean no disrespect. Yeah, but here's here's a stick of gum. Oh, stop it. You know what I mean? Just tell me straight up, man. You know what I'm saying? You howling right now on the breath side, baby. You know what I mean? Go brush your mouth with some doggone Clorox. No, so who got 4 losses? Who gonna have 4 losses? Ohio State? That what you're saying?
I could see that occurring.
Yeah. Relative or compared to Purdue having how many losses?
Well, they'll probably have more than 4. If they had 4, it'd be a great year.
Oh, wow.
4-7.
Wow.
But they'll beat Ohio State, right?
And I'll take it. Right. And because of that, they'll end up in a bowl game.
No. You know okay, well, since y'all ridiculously jumping out the tree, then give me your Final Four this year then, before the season even start. Off from this list, give me 4. Who's your Final Four?
Texas.
Hold it. Oh, I lost my pen. Dag nabbit. Oh, no, I didn't. No, let me write this down. I got to get this on wax. Who it is? Hold it there now. Slow down. You said Texas? Okay. Uh-huh. Versus who? Don't just give me 4.
Well, we won't know just based off of the
Oh, okay.
All the others.
Okay, yeah, okay. I was trying to get you out there on the limb, but go ahead, just give me 4 then. Who's your Final Four? Texas.
Yeah, I'll go. I want to pick one between Notre Dame and Clemson.
Oh, that's real hard to do. Oh my God, man! I thought you was gonna pick a dark horse or something, man. Oh, please stop it. Who can't? All right. Anyway. So you got Clemson and Notre Dame, basically.
No, not both. I was going to pick one.
Well, you got to give some weight to that recruitment class now. You know, Clemson probably got a heck of a recruiting class coming in.
No, I'm just
Gully, why he stalling? Why is he stalling?
Yeah, because he got to back up everything he was saying.
Yeah, exactly. Because he knows getting ready to be like Tim Robbins, Andy Dufresne. You getting ready to have to crawl through 500 yards up in order to come out clean on this side, baby.
Now go ahead and give me Clemson. Oh, wait.
Oh, Clemson.
Wait. No.
Gully, he over there looking at them odds again.
No.
You don't like them odds.
All right, look, game 1 is LSU versus Clemson.
Oh, I'm taking LSU. You want to do that?
Well, no, that's why I'm not necessarily disagreeing with you. That's
I'm telling you LSU. Because I'm telling you, I think we ain't said much about LSU. I was kind of like hoping, waiting, then pick my spot type of deal. But I got LSU gonna be in the thick of it.
I agree with you.
Yeah, but
absolutely.
But who's the head coach?
Not Les Miles.
Who's the head coach?
Brian Kelly.
Okay. Dun dun dun.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Brian Kelly get a bad rap that's really deserved. I'm just saying. LSU be in the thick of it, but if they're not, it's gonna be because of him. And if they are, it's gonna be in spite of him. I'm just saying.
All right, so Notre Dame goes to the U week 1.
Okay, and what do that mean?
Otherwise, the rest of their schedule.
Now I'm telling you right now, they're going to try to bill it as Catholics versus Convict 2.0 or whatever they call it, but it's not the same. Ain't no Wesley Carroll and Leon Searcy in the company, Michael Barrow and company. Ain't none of them. I'm just saying. But Notre Dame, they'll beat Miami easily. Yeah, Mario Cristobal might get fired mid-game. I'm just trying to tell you. You know what I mean? Just because you played at the U don't make you. Barry Sanders even said that when he was asked, like, you gonna be a head coach? He's like, just because you were considered a great player don't mean you're gonna be a great coach. I'm with you on that. Just because you played at the U don't mean. Yeah. Oh, and did I mention Bernie Kosar? Right quick, back to the NFL. Bernie Kosar is being added to the Browns offensive staff. Did I mention that?
Is he, or are they exploring it?
From my understanding, they adding him.
Oh, well.
Hey, listen, the Browns are in desperate need of a guy like that. If all y'all that out there that listen to Bernie talk, they ain't got nothing to do with his mind. Go back to the mid 80s when the Browns being in the AFC Championship, you know what I'm saying, was like the Indians back then, winning pennants back. It was like to be expected type of deal. Lindy Infante, the offensive coordinator at the time under Marty Schottenheimer, was a brilliant offensive coordinator mind type in his own right. Man, him and Bernie used to go at it. Bernie was like, man, I know Webster and Langhorne and Brennan are not Megatron, and this is me saying that, Moss and Rice, but for what we do here, man, I'm taking the lid off. Why you got me running these 14-yard curls and 15-yard outs? He said, no, we going downfield. Man, you know how many times Bernie changed the play? Lenny and Fonnie's call, man. Man, shoot, man. Browns need that on that staff, bro, for real. And I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up being an offensive coordinator. Because if anybody be calling the plays, it'd be him. Okay? And put Stefanski in his rightful place on the trash heap. But anywho, I digress. I digress. I tried not to talk no Browns today, man. Y'all did it again.
You wore that outfit.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, what that got to do? What that got to do with anything, bro? Don't do that. Don't do that. Double J, come on now. Tell me what the deal is. Come on now. Ohio State gonna have 4 losses, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, so you putting it down for Ohio State. So okay, now in them 4 losses, you got Texas, Notre Dame in as part of your Final 4, right? And Clemson.
No to Clemson.
Okay.
So tell me, who's the 4th loss? Michigan is 1, Texas is 2. Oh, that's right. Purdue and Penn State.
And as a honorable mention, Gully.
Wisconsin.
Who doesn't get it done. It'll be at Wisconsin.
So theoretically or double-jadically,
man, he about to be punching the air a whole lot this season.
Yo, Gully, you can imagine. You can imagine. You can imagine. You can imagine.
He gonna look like Trey Boys in the Hood, boy.
Man, you can imagine. You can imagine. He gonna tear that man cave up. We gonna call him like, what's happening? Why is all circle of saws in the background? Right. Yeah, he's rebuilding.
So they're gonna beat Michigan? Nope.
Ohio State?
Yeah,
I think they're gonna get it done this year.
Listen, bro.
They couldn't do it with that team. Come on, bro. Stop lying to yourself.
Listen, when Ohio State and Michigan get together, you have to throw out the record.
Anything can happen. Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
You have to. That Ohio State and Michigan is that you don't go off the records. You just sit down and wait for a good one. That's it. Don't go off no rankings and records. Not with them two. No, that's why they call it the big game. Okay. They call it the big game for a reason. But I'm putting it out there. Ohio State gonna win this year. Doc, that's for you, baby. Ohio State gonna beat Michigan this year. Even though it's in Michigan, right? Didn't we say that already? It's in Michigan? Okay, yeah. All right, I mean, I'm good for a DB Cooper moment. I jump out the plane at 50,000 feet with no parachute. Still won't find the money, though. I'm just saying. LSU gonna be in the thick of it, though, I think. Excuse me, towards the end. Who's LSU's 1 or 2 potential L's on the schedule? Because you're basically saying that each one of these teams that could be considered playoff calibers or championship contenders, or let's just say playoff contenders, the same thing is across the board for any of those teams. They could survive or have 4 losses and still get in, right?
I don't think so. I don't think four losses getting in this year. But you're saying Ohio State will have 4 losses, but they'll still get in. Oh, but Ohio State will mess around and put 4 losses and be a top seed or something like that. Okay, so how many losses would Double J will put you out of playoff contention?
I would say greater than 3, depending on, and this is where they would get fun, right? Depending on where everyone else we'll say in this list or that top 20 would be at. So because again, if you punish a team, let's say that has lost, so this is always what typically occurs, right? A team loses to 3 playoff teams. So when someone says, "Well, wait a minute, where those playoff teams punishing them for having that great schedule, even though they were on the wrong side of it," whereas these other guys maybe only played 1 or 2 games of that caliber and maybe came on the right, were on the right side of it, or in some cases we're not playing anyone of that caliber whatsoever. So what often is said is, well, recently, because this happened to Alabama, I believe, well, because they had lost, they don't deserve to be in. They clearly are not at the caliber of the said other teams that are ahead of them.
Okay, but then maybe that's why I'm asking. You say if the team, let's say they got 3 losses, but they lost those 3 to playoff teams.
Mm-hmm.
Where in the playoff bracket were those teams? You see what I'm saying? Like if you were the 8th seed and the 7th seed and the 6th seed, if you lost to those 3 as opposed to the 1 seed, 2 seed, or 3 seed, does that make a difference? Or is it just that you lost to a playoff team, not where the playoff team was seeded?
So let's go with the theoretical, right? One that is very likely to occur. We'll say SMU has 1 blemish, which is a loss at Clemson. Then they otherwise go completely unscathed. But a team like Ohio State loses to Texas at home, and then they lose to Michigan on the road at the very end. So the very beginning and at the very end. Do you punish Ohio State and keep them out? And again, we're going to assume everyone else ahead of them has just simply less losses or is far more concrete, right?
Okay. So that's why Clemson is up at 4. Because you're saying if SMU were to beat Clemson, right? Is that what you're telling me? Or if SMU,
that was their only loss. And we'll just say Clemson lost to LSU and right where they're not in the top 15.
So you're saying if SMU were to lose to Clemson,
but otherwise their record is what, 15-1.
Okay. And Ohio State loses to on the front end and the back end.
Mm-hmm.
Ohio State still gets it.
I think Ohio State still getting it because at the end of the day,
who they lost to.
Yeah, he was saying who they lose and lost to at the same time, conjunctively. Who they lose to?
All the slurs you done had today.
Hey, I don't slur. I don't slur. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, run the tape.
Yeah, I drink coffee,
run the
bro.
Tape. Well, you at your house, you probably gonna have to get a stop.
Well, I tell you what. I tell you what.
ABCs backwards.
I tell you
backwards.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Stop, traffic violations, and all that other stuff. You cracking on me because I got a speeding ticket last week, but I caught that. But I'm saying to you, I know if the odds was in my favor over my production number, I'd take that bet.
Yeah,
I'm just telling you, I'd take that all day, every day. I think Alabama gonna get back into the thick of things.
I mean, at number 8, all they have to do is stay the course, and they surely will be. You know what I'm saying? At number 8 to start the season.
Wait, you talking about Notre Dame?
You said Alabama.
Oh, okay, yeah, Notre Dame. I'm about to say Notre Dame number 6. Yeah. Okay, so then if that's okay, so Double J, you gave me your final 3. You didn't give me your 4th, but you thought you got out of that. But that's fine. We'll give you 85 more minutes to think about it. Gully, who would be your from this list now? Who's your final 4? Just give me 4 teams. Who you think in the final 4?
Georgia.
You love them peaches, don't you?
Man, listen. Listen, Georgia. That's what we say final 4. Okay, so final 4, right? Not playoff, but final 4.
Yeah, right. Okay. Right. Just give me your final 4.
So I'm going to say that one more time before I name this list. My final 4. Okay. Georgia, Texas, Penn State, Alabama.
Oh, my conditional. Why is everybody picking Penn State when every year Penn State don't pick y'all?
Well, it's the same thing. I just got through saying it earlier in the show about how there was a time that Ohio State, I said Ohio. There's a time that Ohio State.
Yeah. No, that's a slur. That's a slur.
I know.
That's a slur.
I'm subject to him. I'm saying
that's a slur.
You calling me out on the track record you had today.
That's all I know is a slur.
That's it. And listen, on the track record you had today, you calling me out is egregious.
What's a track record?
It's diabolical.
What's a track record? What's a track? You trying to say tractor? What you trying to say over there, buddy?
Ready? Okay, we doing that? That's what we doing?
Yeah, we doing that. This is what we do. What you mean it was done? It's done.
Okay, that's what it's
done. All right.
All I'm saying is that Ohio State had in their
Hey, don't be cussing. Ohio State's what?
Had.
Oh, sorry.
HAD.
Okay.
What did you thought I said?
Hey, don't worry about it. Keep going.
Program.
Okay.
All right.
Ohio State.
I'm done. You know what? You go ahead.
Yeah, because you ain't had because you wasn't going. I saved you because you wasn't going in the first place with that. You wasn't going nowhere with that. Let me give you my final 4. LSU.
FO.
Yeah, 4. Like forehead. LSU.
Like show yours.
Ohio State. No, I can't do that. I ain't trying to scare no kids. Little kids watch this show.
LSU,
Ohio State. Georgia. Alabama. Yeah. Alabama.
LSU, Ohio State, Georgia,
Alabama. As great as a coach as Steve Sarkisian is, if I'm saying that right, forgive me for the butcherization. He got a tendency to be like, what was the Chargers' former head coach before Harbaugh? Staley.
Yeah.
He have too many Staley moments too often. When he calls a game from a football standpoint, it seemed like it flowed. But once he started going analytical,
he get out of his hookup.
I'm just saying. Yeah, I don't trust him in I don't trust him in their money moments because he too often rely on analytics. Because the thing that would be my question about Ohio State, going back to them again, right quick for the 40th time. How much of an analytics approach do they use?
It's hard
Not
to
really.
say.
Not really. Double J, do they?
Chip Kelly, I'm not sure.
Oh, right. That's what. Yeah, Chip Kelly as an OC. I don't know. I think before last year, I don't.
When he was at Oregon. And at Philly, that 5 seconds of offense, that 5 seconds per play type of stuff. I don't think that was analytic driven.
Yeah, you're right about that.
I don't think so. I mean, and again, Chip Kelly's who's offensive coordinator? Oh, okay. You know what I mean? So again, when it comes to Ohio State, it don't matter who returning and who ain't there no more. They got Chip Kelly. He might not be a great head coach, but he know how to coach an offense. Oh, okay. Silent.
Right. Yeah, he actually did use analytics.
Oh, did he? Oh, wow.
To what capacity?
Yeah, exactly.
So at Oregon, he implemented catapult technology to monitor players' practice workloads, and then that was able to allow him to create individual profiles. And then with the Eagles, he used the analytics as well to leverage the data to make more informed decisions. His reliance on the analytics led to unconventional decisions that were met with mixed reactions.
Oh, okay. His reliance. Oh, that's a key word in all of that. So in other words, his reliance got him stayed. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh, okay. So it's back to football now. All right. He must have had a talk with Tony Dungy. Dungy said, leave out the analytics. Cut that all out. You know what I'm trying to say? And just draw it up in the dirt, baby. Hey, you go 15 yards, make a left to the trash can. I want you to do a curl over by the little minivan over there. You know what I'm saying? Ma and Pop, you know what I'm saying? And watch out for the soccer ball in the front yard. I want you to run a 35-yard dig. Let's go. On 3, break. Okay. Yeah, okay. So I gave y'all my 4. You gave me your 4. Gully, you gave us your 4. Anybody out there watching and still listening, if you want to give us your 4 before we hit the door, that's fine. But I'm telling y'all right now, again, based on this top 25 list, and even though we didn't talk about everybody at 25 for the most part, as much as we did the top 5 for real, some of the ones at the bottom, like Iowa State, that's a toss-up. I wouldn't argue them being at, 22. You don't miss at 21. But my issue really with this list was really in the top 10, as it always is. I just think the top 10 is ridiculous, man. I think they be really covering their eyes like coin flip, and somewhere when
something else just in case it goes wrong.
Yeah, and somewhere when they do this coin flip, Matt Hasselbeck is in the room.
And we're going to
heads, and we're gonna win. Yeah, no, we're gonna win. Then proceeded to throw an interception to Al Harris. Yeah, I won't forget that one. Yeah, Double J, how much money did you lose on that parlay? That's what I thought.
You don't want to talk about that one.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that one, do we? Yeah, okay. And give me your national champion, just for humor me. Who's your national champion?
Bulldogs going back to it.
I don't think so. You can cut that out.
Alabama.
Nope.
Say it. Who you got?
I think Ohio State gonna win it again. I do. I think Ohio State gonna win it.
I mean, yeah.
It ain't no accident, like I said beforehand. Understand? Every year or every time there's an inaugural. Dang, did I say that right?
Format change. You could have said.
Yeah, well, that would have been a lot easier on the palette. Every time. Inaugural. There's an inaugural.
Well, man, I got to get that from CVS. Inaugural.
Yeah. Hey, what happened after midnight? Ain't got nothing to do with us, okay? Close the door. Well, whenever there's an inaugural, Ohio State win it all.
So what changed in the format this year?
Nothing. Except the fact that they're gonna win it again. They're gonna change that format. They really should expand the playoffs to 24 teams, man, for real. They do it in the FCS, right? Ain't it 24 teams in the FCS? Or was it 18? What? Yeah. Where was Carson? Where did he go? North Dakota State, and all of them squads, the FCS teams.
Right.
Or even in Division III, I think when Mount Union was winning all them doggone. Or was that NAIA? No, that was Division III.
Division 2 is 32.
32 teams in the playoffs? Dang. Wow. I don't know if it. Ooh, wee. Yeah, no.
I mean, that kind of puts any kind of, hey, we were on the outside talk to bed, huh?
Man. Yeah. 32? Goodness. So it take what 3 weeks to get through a FCS playoffs? My gosh. I don't know. I don't know. Would that be bad for business or be good for? I don't know. Do we want to see that much FBS college football? I don't know. I say, well, they already at 12, right? 24 maybe? Or would that's too diluted, you think? No? Yes, maybe.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I 24. It's 20. Would you stop at 24?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Why?
Because remember, they still are in college, there's still semesters, and the season is broken apart.
Man, please don't talk about no semesters, man. This teacher's writing papers for dudes, man. I don't want to hear that. You got AI now, so that's
still, but
AI.
Still,
AI
no, bro.
AI kills all that, bro.
There's no. 24 teams. Where do you schedule that playoffs if you got the guys with these mandatory family breaks, right? They got
AI.
They have Christmas. It doesn't matter about AI, bro.
It do matter about AI.
I can't AI family Christmas, family getaway, family.
Man, then you didn't see iRobot.
I'm not happy to
man, please. Oh, you buy a robot. Buy a robot to play patty cake with the kids, man. Stop it.
Well, I've seen Subservience and I've seen Cherry 2000.
Okay, well, I don't know about that. I don't play video games no more, so that sounds like some Badlands or something like that type of talk. Man, stop it. Get you a robot, bro. You seen the robots in boxing matches, ain't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Tesla got self-driving cars. Amazon, they got trucks delivering packages now. I mean, you know what? Get you a robot, bro. Talking about semester time, man. Nobody go to school no more anyway. Man, please. They're using AI to write papers now. They're at home on Madden anyhow. Spend that time in the playoffs now. Next. Oh, okay. You ain't got nothing to say. Wow, that's a first. Yeah, man, let's get on up out of here, man. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. Again, I think this list is ridiculous, the way it's ranked, preseason or otherwise. You know what I'm trying to say?
I'm going to look forward to how this thing shakes out at the end of the year. Let's hold on to this one, and then let's recap it once in January.
Well, we already know it's not going to look at the end like it look now.
Well, let's see how far different
it's going. Listen, pick a year that it ain't far different.
No, I don't know. I'll have to look. I don't know.
Oh, you want to see how far different?
Yeah.
I honestly, I'm going to put this out there. I applaud the team's willingness to play actual competition.
But who's
in these early weeks?
Yeah, but
you
how many
might
games?
see 1 or 2 games usually. It's never.
Yeah, usually week one. Yeah, unless it's like usually a week 1 matchup. If you want to get a high profile week 1 matchup, historically that will come out of like the ACC. I mean the SEC. It'd be like week 1, Georgia versus LSU, just start the season off. You know what I mean? Typically, even for like let's say the Buckeyes, it would take them. They'd play Glenville, then Tri-C. Then they'll get like USC or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So in other words, you're putting more emphasis on when that game is played versus how many of those types of games are played throughout a season. Because a typical regular college football season is how many games now?
I want to say 12. You talking about before we get to?
No, I'm talking about right now. How many regular season games is each team going to play?
12.
12. So if you play one opponent that's worthy of, or that's your equal, versus 11 other not so. What's the big deal? To me, it's not about when Ohio State played Texas. It's how many Texases do Ohio State play in a season? Or how many Ohio States do Texas play in a season?
Right. I understand
that carry more weight to me. And you don't even have to be the same caliber as a Texas, but I'm talking about like, okay, you got Texas, and then who was the next thumper? If you play 12 games in a season and the only team on your schedule is a Texas team if you're Ohio State, or Ohio State if you Texas, but then everybody else is a yawner, well, okay. Yeah, what are rankings really for then? I'm just saying. How many heavy hitters, for instance, does LSU play this year?
Let's find out.
Well, remember, they do start the season at Clemson.
Okay. All right. Yeah, okay. By default, we'll just take
then
or better yet,
toughest game, you could say Florida at home, but as far as road test would be, you have Ole Miss at the end of September and then at Alabama in early November. And then they finish it at Oklahoma.
Okay, so potentially LSU got 4 teams on their schedule that could be barn burners. And I don't care where it's at. Florida is on this list, right? They ranked.
Correct. So is Texas A&M, who is also on their schedule.
Okay. So we just said Florida's on their schedule. Texas A&M is on their schedule. Oklahoma's on this list right here. Alabama's on this list.
And Ole Miss.
And so they play Ole Miss now. Can we say the same for Georgia? Because now that's an interesting take right there, too. How many of the top tier teams played most of these teams in this top 25? Look to me like LSU play more of them so far. Oh, okay.
Georgia is their first couple of weeks here at Tennessee, Alabama at home.
Hold on. At Tennessee, Alabama at home. Okay. Keep going.
And then Kentucky at home, then at Auburn, Ole Miss at home, at Florida.
Oh, yeah. We might have to. We should.
And then 2 weeks after that, they play Texas at home.
That's what we should have. That's what we should have did. That's what.
Then you get Charlotte in there, before the holiday.
Okay, that's fine. Everybody eat Thanksgiving turkey. What you talking about? Don't act like that. You be eating the turkey too. You be eating turkey too, man. Stuff with all cranberry sauce and all that. Don't stop it. Don't act like you don't be eating pumpkin pie. Everybody get a pumpkin pie break. Don't do that. So is that how this top 25 should have been ranked? Based on how many teams that the teams that are ranked high play the other teams that are ranked? Did that make sense? Or potential playoff contenders?
Well, this adds to it. Absolutely.
That's how you could have done it. Huh. You know what I'm saying? And then do it that way. And this whole, at least the top 10 look entirely different. Because Georgia and LSU, based on it, and again, the teams we talking about that really that it won't be shocking if they lose to these. We talking about teams they could actually lose to now. Georgia, did you just call off 6 for Georgia and 5 for LSU?
Mm-hmm.
And 2 for Texas and 2 for Ohio State, maybe, and none for Penn State? Okay. All right. I'm just saying, that's how a top 25 should be, to tell you the truth. That way. Like signature opponents. Let's rank these teams 1 through 10 based off of signature opponents. And I'm telling you right now, I don't even have to note.
Well, now wait a second. I want to ask you this, right?
Miami shouldn't be nowhere near this list.
But why is Florida, to your point? Why is Oklahoma, according to you?
No. I'm saying,
why is Tennessee, according to Gully?
No, I'm saying.
No. I like this because
I'm asking. Do we think Tennessee is a playoff contender?
To be determined, right?
Well, wait a minute. They was in it last year, wasn't they?
Right. So by
default,
point, yeah.
Okay.
The answer is yes.
Do we think? Okay, not even playoff contender. Do we think Tennessee is a formidable opponent? Do we think Ole Miss is a formidable opponent? Do we think Texas A&M is a formidable opponent? Even if we don't think OU is, Texas A&M, Ole Miss, Tennessee, they're going to be somewhere in the conversation towards season end. Do we not at least agree with that? So LSU having Texas A&M, Tennessee, Ole Miss, didn't you say Alabama? Do LSU play Georgia too? Didn't you say Georgia?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my, yeah, okay. Yeah, right.
No LSU for Georgia this year.
Oh, okay, well, all right. I'm just saying, when I look at, and I don't know what LSU's schedule is, I just happen to pick them. If I'm looking at LSU's schedule from top to bottom, and I see Charlotte, for instance, do I think Charlotte going to beat LSU? Absolutely not. But if I see Texas A&M against LSU, and I'm trying to pick who I think I win that one, I'm that's a head scratcher. How many head scratchers do LSU have on their schedule? Let's say it that way. How many head scratchers do Georgia got versus Clemson, Ohio State, Penn State, and Texas?
Well, but it looks like Alabama's, to your point, maybe to your dismay, they start at Florida State, and if that does anything.
Okay.
Then 2 weeks later, of course, they always have a cupcake in between, and then they get Wisconsin at home, and then they go to Georgia.
Okay.
And they get Tennessee at home. They get LSU at home. They get Oklahoma at home, and then they go to Auburn.
All right. Yeah. All right. Give me just for its and giggles. Give me Penn State.
Yep.
You might have said it a little while ago, but I'll give it to me again in case you did. Forgive me for the redundancy.
All right.
Just want to make sure.
To the surprise of nobody, Nevada, FIU, and then Villanova.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they get Oregon.
Okay. So stop right there. Based on that alone, Georgia should be, if that's the case, Penn State shouldn't be in the top 5 then. That's my point right there. The teams you mentioned the Georgia playing are, in my opinion, far more formidable than who'd you say Penn State play?
Villanova. I didn't know they had a football team. FIU.
Yeah, FIU too. Okay, go ahead. I'm just saying.
And Nevada.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Oh yeah. I'm sure. I'm sure. You know, folks are gonna be scared of them teams. I wonder what the spread gonna be against Nevada, Penn State. Is it in Happy Valley?
Yes, of course.
Oh wow. I bet you the spread is 14.5. That's what I'm trying to say, man. If Georgia is playing Texas A&M, I promise you that spread ain't gonna be no more. It better not. It won't even be a touchdown. Might be 4.5 or something like that. 5 at most. That's too close. Is what I'm trying to tell you, man. Man, please. If we did that, if we re-rank these teams based on who the other teams that they playing on their schedule, who we might be like, they could lose that game. Man, Penn State ain't nowhere in the top 5. Now tell me I'm lying. All right. Gully, you still with me, or did you not? Yeah, I put you to sleep.
No, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. All right. Was I cooking? No.
I was cooking. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me get okay. Well, then let me give you a button then for not telling me. I had to ask you. It's unbelievable. What are we looking at here, Double J? Is this the first week of the season?
That's their entire schedule.
Whose entire schedule?
Penn
the
State.
Nittany Lions of Penn State.
Okay, so they play the Charlotte Hornets, the Indiana Pacers. I'm trying to say. Oh, well, wait a minute here. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Well, what do we think Michigan State going to be this year? Oh, wow.
You ain't setting me up for that.
Oh, okay. I'm just asking the question. I just was going to put it out there. What we think UCLA going to be? Nevada.
Dante Moore, I think, is their quarterback, right? Don't they have
Yeah, I don't.
Whoa.
Yeah, he likes his comfy bed. Yeah. 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 Hey, and don't we know it? I bet he do. Yeah, we was trying to get him on couch detail. That's what we was trying to do. But alas, we failed. Yeah, I don't see nothing here on this list to make me outside of Penn State. Penn State mess around and not make the playoffs. They could lose a couple of these games, not because their opponent is formidable, but more so because they good for having folks rip up their parlays. I'm just saying. Yeah. But anywho, at the end of the day, y'all see what the list is now preseason. Let's see if it's like that at end of season. Yeah. To be determined, as they might say. That's what I thought. Yeah. Stay tuned. And on that note, I leave you with this quote. There is no rest for the person who has envy, and there is no love for the person who has bad manners. Let me read that again. There is no rest for the person who has envy, and there is no love for the person who has bad manners. It's been fun, but we got to run. Don't forget to check us out 9:30 on the PM side. We got another comment here, or was that Miss A? Oh, wow. Miss A said, but also we're going to be terrible. So, oh, wow. She's admitting that?
Yep. You know what?
Yeah.
Self-awareness is a vital attribute.
Well, I hope it ain't Delucia. Don't forget to check us out 9:30 right here on the yard, or on the PM side, I should say, right here on the yard. Or y'all can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, the shop's fan page, and of course YouTube. And I think TikTok Live or something like that you doing over there doing, Gully? Maybe so. And make sure when you're over at the tube, you hit that subscribe button, please. We'd be much obliged. And if that don't work, y'all can Google it. For my dudes, B Rich, Double J, D Gully, and all those who follow and support us, we say thank you. I'm Barbershop Jay. You've been listening to the Shop Report. And remember, next time y'all want to know what's really going on, come to the shop. Walk-ins are always welcome. Oh, and don't forget, Mondays, y'all still doing the turnbuckle? Yep. WWE style right over here. My cats Gully and Double J doing the turnbuckle, WWE wrestling show. And with the NFL season in full swing, preseason, with this regular season right around the corner, tick-tock, they're going to be doing fantasy after dark, where they're going to give you their fantasy selections and picks about who you should and shouldn't take, and the odds makers too. Yeah. Oh, State. Yeah. Am I a Buckeyes fan? Holla. Yeah.